Good evening, Springford students, and welcome to my home. This is Dr. Nugent, and I wanted to reach out to everyone today on our first day of online learning, check in, see how everyone's making out. First, let me start by saying I hope everyone's healthy, safe at home, following the governor's and president's expectations for social distancing and trying to help be a positive influence on making things get back to normal whenever we can get to that point. I wanted to check in, like I said, because today we did start officially our first day of online learning. So that is happening on Google. Hopefully everyone had a chance today to get into at least Monday's classes, which would consist of your major classes and then also your minors, your 3-day minors, which will be meeting on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and your 2 minors, for example, physical education, health would be meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we did want to check in and make sure everybody's feeling good about things or the best they can. I just want to preface my statements this evening by saying, hey, nobody signed up for this. I didn't sign up to be a principal of a virtual high school, and you didn't sign up to be virtual students, and neither did our teachers sign up to be virtual teachers. But we are in the situation that we are, and we want to do the best we can. Your teachers have done a really great job in a very, very short amount of time preparing for virtual learning. So I wanted to share, I thought I wanted to take a few minutes to share a few tips on how you can best manage this situation. So I have some notes here that I'm going to look at, and I'm going to deviate back and forth, hopefully share a message that's valuable for you. First thing I wanted to say is make sure you understand that one of your requirements each day is to complete the question of the day, or when you enter the classroom, which really should be a question of the day of some sort. The teacher, that's going to be for our attendance purposes. That's how we're going to know that you were in class for that particular day. We're still required by the state of Pennsylvania to report attendance. So if you do not enter any classes for the day, you'd be considered absent on that particular day. So today, if you did not enter at all, you didn't log in yet, you still have an opportunity because the classes will be open at 11 midnight. They should open for the next day. So tonight at midnight, your Tuesday classes will be available, and you'll have all the way till 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night to complete those class activities, tomorrow being Tuesday. So the 6-day pattern that we're used to, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, is really non-existent in this home online learning environment. We're just Monday. So today you still have a chance to get into your classes. If you didn't, you should get in there and answer the question of the day, and that'll serve as your attendance. When you do get into Google Classroom, you're going to be experiencing some things that you may have already seen. You might have a teacher doing a Quizlet or a Padlet or a different activities, different technology resources that some of your teachers have used throughout the course of the school year, as are especially our teachers that have been more active in the modernizing learning. But I did want to share, when you're in this online learning environment, it's new. My 2 children are college students, and they're both doing the exact same thing. They're both home from their campuses. They're here in the house. They're working online. 2 of them today spend quite a bit of time on online classes. Again, a new environment for them. Neither one of them are particularly crazy about it, but they don't have a choice at this time. What's important and they need to get taken care of. So one of the things I think is really important to look at my notes here is you need to plan ahead. Planning ahead is going to be really important. What are my assignments? What is due? When are they due? Write some of this stuff down, the old paper and pencil routine. Make sure you understand what's due and when. I think that's important. Your transition to this process. What does a teacher expect of you? What are they looking for from you? Pay attention to that. Take your time. Read everything. You're only going to see the assignments for a day, but they may be long-term assignments. They may have an assignment today that's due the end of the week. So those are things to really gauge yourself with. Make sure you understand fully what is expected of you. Use your help resources. There's resources out there, things like Khan Academy, things like your guidance counselor, things like reaching out to your teacher, asking questions, emailing them. We hope to have live office hours with our teachers soon. We would like to use the Zoom, which I'm using now to record this particular message. Just hasn't ironed that out yet. The Zoom, the company that owns Zoom, is making this, is working with us as a school district to give us district accounts. So each one of your teachers will have their own account. That hasn't been ironed out yet. As you can imagine, within the last week, Zoom has become inundated with requests in this nature. So just be patient with that. We hope to have that for you as soon as we can. The other thing is to get organized. Make sure you track your work. Put a little schedule down. Make sure you know what's next. Prioritize what you need to do. That's important. And find a rhythm. What are you going to do? Get up in the morning. I mean, you're not coming to school. You're not there at 7:40 for first period. But set a routine for yourself if you can. You probably have brothers and sisters or family members that need to use maybe the same computer. Maybe their routines are different. So if you can develop a routine, it's going to be beneficial to you. So I advise you to try to take that approach. I'm going to look at my notes here a little bit more for you. Also, I think it's important to find a good place. Now, I'm in my kitchen right now. My family's out and about the house. Hopefully, they're not going to be coming through the video here. My dog's in his crate over here, so he's whining a little bit. That becomes a distraction for me. So you need to find a good, safe, quiet place and make that your place when you're trying to do your work. You can take breaks. You can start. You can come back. I mean, that's fine, but try to set a routine. I think that's important. I'd like to encourage all of you to consider that. Resist multitasking. You know, the cell phone, probably a good idea to put that someplace else while you're trying to do this. You can't be texting your friends and trying to look things up on the cell phone when you're trying to see, I got emails coming in. So now I'm talking to you. I want to see what the email is. We all know that feeling. We're all faced with that same challenge. I would try to turn it off, put it on the side, and make your priority your schoolwork when you have that opportunity. So resist multitasking. I think that's important. Another note here I wanted to share with you is avoid last minute work. We all can be procrastinators at some point in time. Some of you, though, are go-getters. So there's all different types of students, and you know who you are. I know who I am. I know what I need to do. I want to get things done, but I think, you know, I can get it done tomorrow. I have time. I'll do it later this afternoon. And next thing you know, it piles up, the stress builds, and I'm not getting it done. There's still a level of accountability for you. You still need to do your work. You still need to perform. You're going to get some assessments from your staff. We're going to be from your teachers. We're going to be flexible. We need to be flexible. We completely understand that. But we still want to make sure that learning is occurring. And if you're not logging into your classes and you're not meeting your attendance requirements, you're going to struggle to get this work completed. So make sure that you try to avoid last minute work. Don't put it off. Try to check some things off your list each day, each class, depending upon what your teacher wants. Some teachers may want something done in the time frame that you're there, and others may give you multiple days. Remember, your work is asynchronous, which means you can work on it at your desired time. There's no live class requirements from your teachers. No teacher's going to say everybody needs to report at this time, with the exception of maybe dual enrollment with your colleges, or possibly with our Chinese class where we have different vendors that work with us. Those might be, and more probably are, a live session for you, but they're going to be recorded. So you still have the opportunity to make up that class time if you miss that. So even though if they are live, for example, Chinese or whatever the case may be, dual enrollment, you should have the opportunity to reach back out and look at that from a recorded session. Just like I'm on Zoom now, I'm recording this for you all. Okay. I think another thing is, you know, make your work a priority in the sense that you're trying to take care of yourself. You're trying to accept the support that's out there. Set goals, set a daily goal. Let me get this done. Let me cross this off my list. I'm being a little bit redundant, but it's really important. I want to make sure that everybody takes the opportunity to prioritize their work. And also, you know, get enough sleep. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're eating properly. This is a stressful time for many of us. It's something we're not used to. I know for me, I get up, I want to go do my workout, get to school early, and my world has been changed significantly. Staying in my home, my kids are home from college, like I said, my wife's working from the house. So there's a lot of different things going on in our world, and we need to do our best to monitor those changes and continue with the learning that we need to get done. So I encourage you to do that as well. Other than that, like I said before, I just want to encourage everyone. I'm just reaching out tonight for our first day of online learning. I know there's been some things happening past weeks, and some of your teachers have been contacting you for the period we've been out of school already. But today was the official kickoff for this process. So if you need help, if you know people that don't have a device, if you know your friends that don't have internet, you know, reach out to your guidance counselor, reach out to your house principal, your house office. If you need any of the normal things, make sure you reach out and ask questions. I also encourage you to look at our website every day. Look at the high school page, general announcements. There'll be general announcements at the top. Each day we're going to prioritize and put the latest announcements out there that you may need. So you'll see announcements such as for class activities. So you'll have the class of 2020 announcements for that, the class of 2021 and 2022, and so on. So we're going to try to keep those updated as much as we can, and give you every ounce of energy that we have to make you be as successful as you can be. So please don't just sit and let things go. Prioritize your work. Find a good place to sit and study. Make sure you don't multitask. Put the cell phone down. All those pieces. We encourage you to do all those things to be as successful as you can be. And hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed that we can get through this, keep everybody healthy and safe, and get ourselves back into school. We know the governor today said, like I said, the governor said schools are closed indefinitely right now. We just heard this earlier today, so we don't know what that means. We do know that the president said social distancing will last till April 30th. So there's a lot of unknowns. There's things we just don't have answers to right now. So we encourage you to just do what you can. Approach what you can approach, and that's your schoolwork right now. So please monitor yourself, do your best work. I'll be checking in, hopefully back again with another check-in. But in the meantime, I wish you guys the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, work with your teachers and your family to do what you can. So have a good night.